Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Are we rolling? Is this thing on?
It better be. We're on.
Okay.
We're live.
We are live. And
hola.
Is that it? ¿Cómo estás? Do you hear that echo?
Yeah.
Is it loud? Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Shit.
No, we should be all right.
like
Let's hope the magic of Kurt is all set on podcast. So welcome to Calm Down Podcast. Hola. I love, so we both just got back from Mexico. We didn't go together. I went before you. You went there right as we left.
She went with her other friends.
No, I was just there with my husband, but then my husband found a friend there and we every day were with them at the pool. It was fine. But it actually, okay, there's so many things to say. Two of them are, I love like when you walk around where you're staying and everybody's like, hola. And then all of a sudden I think I'm bilingual because that's the only thing I say. I'm like, hola. And they're like, como, like, whatever, how are you? And I'm like,
¿Cómo estás?
Hola, like, you know, I'm like, muy bien, un poco, like, and then it's like, that's it, that's all I got, you know, like, Don Julio Blanco, soda, lime, mint, you know, then that's where it ends. The other thing is, I'm so happy that we did actually have somebody that we knew here from California staying at the same resort, was at the pool every day, because I do find as a couple, when you go alone, there's only so much you can talk about on trips together, you know? So it really helped break up the vacay when there's somebody else there at the pool.
Well, I have a few things here. Let me just move my mic closer because my hands are full of lotion because I'm already peeling from my trip to Mexico. I was there for 3 days.
Same.
And let's just say I didn't use any SPF, which is so counterintuitive because I spent a fucking shitload on lasers to get rid of all these lines. And then I just go right back out there and I throw myself into the sun. So I'm a masochist. This is like who I am.
That's not good.
I pay for all these services. And then, here I am. Yes, we didn't go to Mexico together. It was actually I haven't talked to you I haven't actually talked to you on the phone in 3 days, and this is very upsetting.
I tried calling you when I got back and I forgot you had left to go there. And then it started like doing, the international ring. And I was like, oh shit, she's gone.
Which I normally would have answered. But of course, we're both trying to be present with our husbands. That said, going back to your point about being on vacation with our husband, I love Kyle, but I've got like, and I've been with Kyle for like 5 minutes, so we haven't been on a lot of vacations together.
Wait,
so
is this your first vacation together?
No, it's not our first vacation together, but it's basically like we've been dating for 6 months.
Yeah.
So any normal couple or any normal person that would have been married, like has all these vacations to their name. We don't. This is maybe like the third. So I'm good on vacation with him. But the thing is like, after a while, like when you're with your husband, it's like, okay, like we've had sex enough times and like we've talked enough. Like what else are we supposed to do? Like I don't want to just stare across the table at like candlelight dinner and be like, you're so great. Like I told you, you're so great yesterday and the day before. So I'm like looking around. So I'm so glad that you had friends. And this is exactly why we have yet to go on a honeymoon. So while we were on this vacation, we talked about our honeymoon that we're supposed to go on. And he's like, all right, we'll do 10 days. And I was like,
that's so much time together.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of time.
There's no chance. And so I'm already strategizing how I can get people to meet me, you included, but you'll be very busy with your friends, to meet me in Italy to break it up. I can't do 10 days.
No, it's too hard. We did that on our honeymoon. So we took our honeymoon with another couple, Matt and Sam, who you know, and we met them in Greece. And then Jarrett and I went to London, Spain after by ourselves. And it was fine. And
Smart.
London as well, which was all great. But then it's like, we ended up coming home early. Well, first of all, there was like stuff going on, terrorism happening, which I'm glad we did because Barcelona was a whole scene after we left. But anyways, it is. And I know my husband would say the same thing. It is so hard when you wake up in the morning, you get breakfast together. And I don't want to make conversations with other people at the resort, but I feel like by day 2, you're like looking around at other tables. And if somebody says something about the Giants, the Giants, like the New York or San Francisco. What do you mean? So are you from New York or San Francisco? It's like I'm begging for some other interaction, you know?
Not to mention the fact that Kyle cannot. Okay, I should also set up that this echo is because I'm at our good friend and colleague Jay Glazer's house. I got off a plane from Mexico last night. And then I turned around and came to his new spot in Arizona because I'm helping him decorate it. And let's just say Fox Football Daily is making an appearance over there.
Wow.
So I apologize to the listeners for this echo. But Kyle also gets really annoyed that I want to talk to everyone. Like the waiter comes up and he's like, my name's Jose and I'll be taking care of you. And I'm like, Jose, like, are you from here? Like, how long have you been working here? Do you have children? And Kyle's like, Jesus, like you want to ask everyone else 100 questions, but not me. And I'm like, I already know the answers to your questions.
Yeah.
I find this way more interesting. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm into the joint honeymoon.
Yes.
So I'm going to need to look into anyone. Does anybody want to go to Italy sometime in August? That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Things to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
where did you go in Cabo? Did you go to any fun dinners anywhere?
We were in Cancun, which I actually hate saying Cancun because then it makes me feel like spring break.
Why did I think you went to Cabo? Because I don't listen. Okay.
No, you listened. You were just in that general vicinity, which made you think of it. I was on the other side. And we went to this gorgeous resort called Nzook, which is like wonderful. No, it's not an ad. I wish it was. Beautiful, but like very quiet. Like I'm like looking around for a little like 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. There was nothing. It was like spa music at every bar. And I was like, at one point I was like, hey Kyle, like, do you want to like go into town? Like, I mean, I miss those days of town and like a fluorescent wristband, but you know, there's still time.
Sure. Or a stamp on your hand. Do they still do those? No. Yeah. Yes. Ours, again, we had a really fun couple that was there with their 2 kids that my husband had known from a previous life. So, I mean, and he was just like, you would love this guy. It was like tequila, tequila, tequila. And then he's like, and we'll take a Pacifico with that. And I was like, no, I just got a tequila. And he goes, well, no, the Pacifico's your water. And so it was like that, where it's like, the first and second night we were there, like Jared's hammered at dinner. No, he wasn't. He was fine. Everybody was fine. But like, honestly, by 9 o'clock, you're ready for a siesta. You know what I mean? Because you've been doing it all day long with like the blazing sun.
Which let's go back to that because we're old enough to admit this. I'm okay with going to bed at 9 o'clock on vacation. I'm all about a day drinking situation.
Fine. Yeah.
I want to hit. This is amateur hour too. I don't even like pina coladas, but I order a pina colada when I get to a resort because I feel like I should. And it's basically like a fucking frappuccino. Okay. It's like, it's just all sugar.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's game on in the afternoon and I'm good if I'm in bed at 9 o'clock.
You're basically like drinking in your headache that you're going to wake up with the next day. Or then if you do like the Miami Vice where you have to do 2 daiquiris and double the headaches. Yeah. All good.
Of course. Double the pleasure, double your fun.
Yeah.
So I've missed you.
I've missed you
I haven't
too.
talked to you.
Ours was,
but you had a good time.
Really, really good time. It was uneventful. I was good with the SPF. Jared looks like he's, from another country. He has a glorious tan, like he's from Hawaii. Not that that's another country, but you get it.
Well, it depends.
He's just glowing.
I have a flag in my house that has 48 states. Hawaii came later. It's not our fault. Hawaii and Alaska came later.
It's not your problem.
Depends on what flag you're looking at. I'm just going to keep lubricating.
It is
the old lotion.
Though traveling, people are out and they are ready to get somewhere.
Amateur hour at its finest. It's like everyone's on spring break. They're going real goofy in the airport. It's like there's also on our flight out there. It was because did we come from New York? No, we came from LA. No, we came from New York and then flew back to LA. It was 6 a.m. and people were like just ready to get in the mix because they've just been a hamster in a cage for the last year and a half. So it's actually quite enjoyable to watch.
Let me ask you really quick, what kind of customs person is your husband and what kind of customs person are you? I have married somebody who is from another country, Canada, who knows customs very well. But he also flew private his entire career. So customs came and met them at the private airport. They didn't have to deal with the lines. But when he would go home to Canada during the seasons, he would have it all mapped out. My husband is not the person that takes the escalator to customs. He's like running up, and it's not even running. It's doing the skip every other step. And I'm like, got my backpack on. I've got my hat. He's like, come on, babe, move it or lose it. Like, we got to, And then he's like looking at the people on the escalator going, they're lazy.
Move it or lose it.
They're lazy. And I'm like, well, they have kids, asshole. We don't. Like, they're not lazy. They're just running full sprint and then to the next escalator. And then you're passing that. You're running up. And then even going down the stairs. We're running down the stairs. That's Jared.
Does he think he's not going to get in the country if he doesn't run? What's the reason to run?
Beating everyone to the customs line.
Oh, God.
And then when your line branches off into different ones, it's like, which one's faster? Which one's faster? Which one are you taking? It's like goddamn Fast Pass for Space Mountain. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you, well, you don't need that. You actually get the VIP service. I'm the dickhead that's in the commoners line. I'm going to tell you this. It's such a great point that you brought this up because Kyle is the guy that has TSA pre-check because I'm too goddamn lazy to go get that interview to get the TSA pre-check.
Get the interview.
We'll get to that in a second. I know, Jarrett. We'll get there. Okay. Move it or lose it. And so I'm the one that when we get to the airport, when they're like, oh, are you TSA pre-check? It's like a total indictment of like, I am a second-class citizen or something that it's like, oh, she's not pre-check.
I'm judging you.
She's not pre-check. I'm like, bro, like what happened to the band of brothers here? I thought we were a team. Okay. He's quick to separate. And then he's basically like bragging on the other side that he didn't have to take his shoes off as I'm sitting there lacing up the old sneakers.
How does it feel to take your laptop out, Charissa? Laptop out.
Exactly. God, fucking amateur hour for me. And I'm like, okay, we get it. I'm not pre-check. So then I felt real special that I travel more internationally than he does. Obviously. And so we go there and he forgets to fill out the right section of the little card that you have to do, but he acted like he knew what was up. And so we got there and the woman's like, nope, wrong section. And I go, oh, really? TSA pre-check. Big talker, huh? International, no idea. So I felt very good about that.
I can navigate any airport. I can do any airport. Lines outside the terminal don't bother me. I know a way to get through. I'm good here. But I'll tell you what gives me a massive panic attack is dealing with these passports and the papers and what paper am I supposed to have out? I can't handle that. I actually lose my mind. No, I can't handle it. I feel like such a dumb American at that. We get to the, airport and it's like, you need this paper. I'm like, oh God, Jared's like, I got it. It's right over here.
I'm good on the paper I can handle. It's just that TSA pre-check. I don't want to do the interview.
I'm still in my white linen and you can see more of this white linen on our Calm Down podcast IG. Hello, segue. Great content. I was very proud of the content I found the other night of the person that actually fell on the ice. I was so excited. And we love Scott, who helps us with our Instagram and basically puts it together. And he goes, is this too mean? I said, mean? What are you talking about? I was talking about how you cannot wear a heel on the ice. And look what happens when you do.
And what I'm going to say to that sweet girl, whoever it is, if she wants to get mad at us,
she worked in the ice
sit
crew.
Her down.
I found out.
Then she should have known better. You know what? Then I'm not going to feel sorry for you. You knew what was happening. I was going to say, then you can come over and sit at our table. We'll talk to you about when people are mean to you, how you can handle it. Okay. But she knew better. Just like you know better with the paperwork and I know better with TSA pre-check. We can all learn lessons here, folks, including that Jay Glazer needs a light in this joint because it's very dark over here. And I don't mean my skin tone. I'm peeling. Look at that.
Do you think it's that he loves an echo in his house so he can hear himself clearly?
Hey, Jay, are you there? I couldn't find him. Okay, so everyone is back to traveling. This is an exciting time. We're all vaxxed and waxed or whatever the situation is. And so traveling now post-COVID comes with its own whatever sort of nuances and different things. But traveling with husbands, you and I have very similar husbands. Or boyfriends or whatever the case may be. Even girlfriends. Whoever, if you travel with anyone other than yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So Erin, when you travel with Jared, is Jared someone that when you get into a hotel room, is he unpacking the suitcase right away? Is he waiting? Like what's happening with the suitcase? Start from the beginning.
Forget that. The beginning consists of the getting to the airport because we have a little thing in our relationship. I travel for a living. I can map out any situation. I mean, you guys, we literally, our game will end and we are 25 minutes away from the airport and they are boarding, right then and there when we get in the car. I can get myself out of any situation in the airport. I mean, they've shut the door and we are still going through TSA and I'm trying to hold it for my crew. Like I can deal with that. Okay. I don't need to be at the airport 3 fucking hours before the flight. The problem is my husband flew private throughout his entire NHL career. So he doesn't know how to deal with the anxiety and the time at the airport. I don't want to sit there for 3 hours after we've checked in. I don't want to sit at a bar. I don't want to sit there. I want to be home. So that is our first fight. Like Jared has the mentality the night before he would like to put the luggage outside and he's already checked in on the car service 12 times.
My bag's not even packed within the hour of leaving. There's no chance. Okay.
So that happens. So getting to the airport is a whole different thing. So I'm already drunk at the airport if I'm going to deal with this, right? Then when we get to the hotel, I've actually picked this up from him. He throws his suitcase open, it spouts open, and stuff right away is hung up. My guy not only
spouts open.
He packs the hangers so that the clothes are already hung up. He packs the hangers. They're already hung up. And he puts them right in the closet.
Hang on a minute.
Then he puts them in the drawers. And this guy is done in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, bathing suit on, kicked up on the bed, ready. Hey, babe, I'm ready to go to the pool. Just let me know when you're ready. I haven't even opened my bag yet. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I just went to the bathroom. What are you talking about? Hey, babe, which side of the bed do you want? What? We just got off the flight. I haven't washed my hands yet. That's my beginning. How does yours start?
It's so good. I can visualize all of this too, by the way. The only thing more is that if he like brought a framed picture of you guys from home and he puts it on the nightstand, he's like, we're here. Okay. Kyle is very much like Jared in that the second we get in the door of the hotel room, he is unpacked. The hanger is a whole different level. Oh, yeah. So we'll have to talk to Jared about that offline. But he is, again, the door hasn't even shut yet. And he goes, I just took the top 2 drawers, babe. You can have the bottom 3, no problem. And I'm like, okay, again, like I'm not even in the room yet. Calm down. In fact, I want to go. This is what I want to do. I don't even want to bring the fucking bags up to the room. I want to pay for the service to have the bellman bring the bags up to the room. And I want to go to the bar and I want to have a cocktail and I want to take in the surroundings that I've just traveled 12 hours to fucking get to. Okay. I don't want to check in. I want to pay for all the things if someone's like, hey, we'll brush your teeth for you, I want to pay for that service because why do I want to do anything I don't have to do right now?
Yes.
So whatever, Kyle's already unpacked before and by the way, he's also the first person by the time we get home from the vacation, he's already starting laundry. Same. It's already, it's the suitcase doesn't make it up the stairs. It goes straight into the laundry room and he's already, that suitcase of mine stays here for a week. And there's a bathing suit in there that I forgot about and workout clothes that have been in, albeit a plastic bag, because at least I get that part right. But anyways, so very different travel people in that regard, but very similar in the airport arrival time. Get me to that airport 30 seconds before that door closes and I am a happy camper. I don't need to sit there and peruse the Hudson News. I don't need to buy the Glamour magazine I'm never going to read except just comb through and look at the pictures. I don't need to go sit at the bar and have a watered down mimosa. I'm good. I need to get there right before the door closes. And Kyle's very similar like that because he travels a lot. He didn't travel private on a charter jet, which is probably why he's more comfortable. But this is the other thing though too, when we first met. So we met on an airplane. So we'll start with that. I was obviously first of all, let me retract that. I wasn't obviously in first class. I was in first class because I was on a work trip. So per my contract, I'm supposed to be in that seat. Kyle had gotten upgraded because he's Delta Diamond status, which he was very comfortable bragging about. I didn't know this, Erin, until a week ago. I'm checking in for my flight for an NFL Films job, and I realized I have 2 different Delta numbers. So this whole time I've been Delta Gold.
No, you can combine.
But I didn't know. I didn't know I had 2 numbers. And so all of a sudden I'm like, wait, she booked it under that number and I have this number. So I'm not going to wait online customer service. So I was like, hey, Kyle, would you mind calling for this?
Because he gets right through.
Because he gets right through that goddamn Delta Diamond line. He like holds on to these things. Like these are like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, golden ticket. Like I'm so whatever. So I was like, hey, would you mind calling in on that Delta line? He calls me back and he goes, you're Delta Diamond.
You are?
I was when he combined the thing. And so by the way, now who moonwalks to the front of the line? This girl, Kyle. Okay. You're not the only one in the house with the big name Delta Diamond. By the way, what was so embarrassing is I had like 450,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
Because once I combined them, all of them were sitting that other account. Anyways, it's a whole thing. So Kyle and I, very similar travel partners now, both entering or walking on the plane first, but traveling with husbands or boyfriends, or even how about the girlfriend? You and I have been on a trip before. Remember when we went to Miami and someone then crashed the trip? I'll never forget that time. But we were the people, went to the airport, had a mimosa, get on the plane. Like neither of us were unpacking when we got there. It was straight to the beach, calm down. Yeah, I don't need to be, and I also don't need people being like, so what's the plan? What are we going to do? There's no plan.
Jared already has no plan already mapped out. Another thing I noticed about him on these trips is my husband likes to take full advantage of any amenity or any coffee stand or any snack bar or anything that comes his way. So like, we could have just had a full blown breakfast, which this actually happened. We had like a full blown room service in our room, and hence the room service. We go downstairs to go get something out of the lobby, and he sees like a smoothie stand. Oh, I need a smoothie. You just had a full breakfast. Well, yeah, I need the smoothie. And then it's like we get to the airport in Mexico to go fly back to LA, and we just had a full blown breakfast. And he sees a Starbucks with a huge line. Babe, I'd love a latte right now. Come here. Wait, you got to come here. I told him to come here. We're telling stories about traveling together. Look at this tan, by the way. If you want to see more of this tan. He
takes one to know one, Jarrett. You and I, huh? LeBron's James.
Can't hear you,
here we are.
I know.
Great.
So I was going to tell you. So just go with this. If you want to see more of Jared's tan, go to the Calm Down Podcast IG. So what we're doing right now is talking about traveling with our husbands and what that's like. I was curious what it's like for you, because I told a story about how when we get to the room, it's already like, your suitcase explodes, you bring the hangers, you put it up there, and then you are done in 5 minutes. You're kicked up on the bed in your bathing suit, no shirt on. You're like, hey, babe, whenever you're ready to go to the pool. Carissa mentioned that Kyle right away has the first 2 drawers, and hey, I got the first 2 drawers, and blah, blah, blah. What is something about your wife, and I won't be sensitive, that kind of like, I was like, what, we're unpacking? Like, what do I do that is like, Jesus Christ? I mean, where's this girl from?
The bathroom the bathroom's a disaster.
What do you mean?
Get him in here. Wait, okay. Have him talk in the mic.
Yeah, you have to talk in the mic, hon. Here, hold this. What do I do?
By the way, Erin, you go and hair conditioner.
This isn't your first.
Is this real? There's just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of bathroom. Yeah. A lot of accessories, a lot of bags I got to get unpacked. The clothes don't get unpacked. It's the bathroom that's just a disaster.
No, but full disclosure.
Hey, Carissa, did we say we're not going to get sensitive? Is that what we said?
I was just going to say her first thing was, what is it? I won't get sensitive.
I don't take the drawers like Kyle does. That's impressive. That's being organized there. I don't do the drawers, but I definitely like to open up the bag and just see it all. You don't know where it's at. You lose things, right? If you don't know where things are at, babe.
Yeah, no, you lose things. I do.
He's also big on the safe. What's going in the safe?
Guy.
What's the code of the safe? Okay, it's going to be our anniversary. I'm like, well, that doesn't see. I mean, anyone that knows us could just try that. That's not going to be that hard to figure out.
2828 here. Ooh, really?
Or your number. By the way, he didn't have a number, so whoa. Anyways, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Kyle. I love you.
But yeah, anniversary. About the bathroom. I travel with everything like in bags, right? Like my skin products, so they don't explode. So I put them in a Ziploc bag. My hair products, I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I put those bags away in a drawer, Jared.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that portion of the trip.
Carissa, does anything piss you off more than not having a bathroom with 2 sinks? I mean, I would like a 2 toilet kind of situation thing, but if I don't, I'm not staying in that room. I need 2 sinks.
Nope. In fact, in our house, I make him use the other bathroom. He's not even in my bathroom. Because why are we going to share a bathroom?
I don't need
there's another one. I don't need any of that. So Jared, go to the other bathroom. Whoa. You don't need to be in the same.
Right. That's my cue to go to the bathroom.
I was telling them how you basically run up the stairs to customs. Like you skip every step to get through the oh, here we go. He's back, Canada and America.
Well, the customs, if you know you're going to be in a customs line and then everyone takes the escalator, it's like, just be active for 5 seconds and to do the stairs. Babe, we'll get in front of like 15 people. And what is 15 people? That's probably like
a lot of time at customs.
8 minutes. I don't know. Time is money, people. Okay, I'm out.
Thank you. You're great. We love your insights.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's actually so good.
It is.
And the fact that he just skipped out of the room is even more incredible.
I texted him. I said, hey, can you come here real quick?
No, the way he exited the room with his cute little skip out the room. I can't take him. I really can't take him.
You can take him actually on a trip if you want to. You can take him. Have him.
You'll be the first through customs. Do you have anything to declare? Yeah, a good time. Oh my God.
Hey,
it's too good.
Can I ask a question really quick about duty free? What are we really getting there? Like what is it really cheaper? I'm so confused.
Okay, this is perfect.
Why is everybody obsessed with duty free?
Wait, Kyle said, do you want to buy some tequila?
He has tequila, doesn't he?
Kyle said to you, yeah, he's got his own tequila line. That's great and all. But at duty free, we walk by and he goes, hey, do you want to pick up any tequila? And I'm like, on the way to the resort, I go, who buys the alcohol? And then goes to the resort. He goes, oh, I used to do that to save money. What? No. Okay. I mean, is that a thing? But also, then who's buying the tequila on the way out of Mexico and waiting for the attendant to bring it to seat 4A?
But how much discount is it though? I mean,
it's just tax free. It's tax free. It's not like anything more. You're not missing out on anything.
Oh.
In fact, I think it's way more work. In fact, that would take up one of the bags that you're allotted to bring. We're both using chapstick.
Yeah.
Because, well, you haven't been in the sun. Did you you didn't put the face in the sun at all?
Well, I'm a good 5 years older than you. Come on now.
Oh, please. Well, you're doing a great job on your skincare because I am just, like I said, going the other direction. But oh my God, the travel, it's too good. All of it's too good.
It's a show.
I will say, thank God I am with somebody. I'm traveling with somebody for the rest of my life that's way more responsible than me, because this guy has the boarding passes on his phone going through. I'm not, I mean, please, I'd have to look through the email. Then I can't find the confirmation code. Then I'm not getting the Wi-Fi. It's a public hotspot. It's not loading. It's like a whole thing. So he is much more responsible than I am as a traveler, which I very much appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a shit show.
I can do that. It's just the passport stuff freaks me out. He's got reservations dialed in. He's got the car service dialed in. All the things. Apparently, I leave the bathroom a mess. That's a fucking lie, by the way. No, that's rude. My bathroom upstairs in our bedroom's a mess. I fully take that because I got my workout clothes out there. I got a lot of things, products.
I'm just obsessed with the fact that you go, I swear you can say whatever and I'm not going to be sensitive about it.
That's a lie.
And that's a lie. I don't do that. Women, you can't live with them and you can't live without them.
Nope.
Well, here's to more travel stories, because guess what? Grab your passports, ladies and gentlemen. 'Tis the season to travel. Oh my God, it's so good. Also, we want to know your guys' travel stories, because we know come one, come all, our IG podcast, Erin, Handle the Biz. What is it?
Calm Down Podcast IG. Very excited about the whole thing. Yeah, DM us some of your travel stories or what some of your travel questions are. I had the most one time, I'll just say his name. Seth Meyers has been great to me along the way. I've met him a few times, did his show once. And this is when he was on Saturday Night Live. I just said, please let me on one time to reenact the bullshit I see in airports. This will never leave me. And I reenacted this for Seth. One time I was sitting at a gate, and I've seen all sorts of shit. I mean, I think I've lived in an airport more than I've lived in my own house, which is really sad. But I literally was watching a couple sit at the gate, eating monster ice cream cones, licking the ice cream cone, and then the woman smelled her armpit and then licked it again. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is reality at its finest. Like, I would just never, and she just kept licking, smelling, licking, smell. And I was like, how is this happening? And I just wrote it down on a chat I have with my family. And I was like, I love my job. I mean, that has nothing to do with my job, but I was traveling, I think, from a football game. So yeah, we need to do a whole doozy of traveling and just, I mean, you don't realize how much you love an airport bar until it gets taken away from you. Last year, bars weren't open. We were delayed for like 3 hours in Seattle. We had been on the road for, I think, a week, including Christmas, and the bars were closed. And it was like, give us the alcohol. It was insane.
Also, how valuable those seats are, like the jockeying position to get to the stool when you're in an airport, like who's waiting, who's been there first, when like someone gets up, it's a whole thing. The ice cream cone Well, apparently that woman can sniff a lot out in her armpit. Gives a new meaning to finger licking good.
Oh,
ladies and
dear.
gentlemen, wow. Send us your travel stories because we know you guys have a lot of them. We will put them on our IG podcast and we will talk about them because guess what? This travel story time has a part 2 to it. We're out of time right now, apparently. We've got to go.
Yeah.
Literally. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Calm Down Podcast. Send us your stories. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.